Flynn, thought we'd shoot a couple of videos of your Nuke Off Road Handcycle because it's a fairly complex machine and there's a lot of doodads on it that we wanted to show you before you got it. Basically this will be about 4 videos. The first one's just going to be about the Nuke itself. To start, basically, we've got a lot of adjustment in this thing. I guess we could start here at the feet. In order to adjust the legs, number 5mm wrench, loosen those, and then a number 4, you loosen this one and loosen that one, and this entire thing will go in and out. If it's still not short enough for you, let us know. This is a little bit longer frame for the battery on this Nuke, so if this needs to go back farther, let us know. The seat adjusts a whole bunch as well. It's pretty obvious that you take these bolts out and you can adjust the seat back along with these bolts down here. And then the seat pan also adjusts forward and aft. This piece of angle underneath here is slotted, so if you loosen the 4 bolts that hold the pan down, the pan will slide forward about 3 or 4 inches. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Don't forget that you have a slump drive up here where the crankset is. You hit this button over there like that, and that'll give you a faster gear. If you hit the button over this direction, that'll give you more of a climbing gear. 2 speeds, don't forget about it. A lot of people do. How about shock adjustment? Got a shock here. You need to put approximately your body weight in air, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. Just make sure that you have enough air in there. If you ever see this sag adjustment ring basically falling off, that means that you've fully compressed your shock and that you've grounded it out, which is okay every once in a while, but if you're doing it continuously, then you need to make sure you put more air into it. To put more air into it, just take this valve cap off. We're going to supply you with a shock pump, and you'll just pump it up to whatever pressure you think is correct. Like I said, your body weight's a pretty good amount of air. If you're 150 pounds or whatever, 130 pounds, put 130 in initially. This shock has got a couple adjustments on there. This blue button turns the shock on and off. If it's turned like that, that means it's fully off, and then it turns the shock rigid. And if you turn it on, that means the shock is on. And then basically this red dial right here controls how much rebound your shock has. I've set it for a little bit slower rebound, which is what I prefer. What else? There is a whole bunch of adjustment that we'll get into in other videos, but initially for these handlebars, there's 2 bolts right here that you can loosen. You can turn these handlebars in or out depending on your arm length. And we'll get into all the other adjustment with the quad grips and quad brakes later.